There, Tom Murphy, Arkansas Democrat-Gazette. Connor, you guys play Stanford. I'm assuming that you're going to be the starter in game one. What do you know about their lineup? Is it a benefit that you've played them before?
I think so. We obviously played them earlier in the year, and Hagen Smith threw that game, so I got to sit back and watch, kind of just take everything in. So I kind of got a sneak peek at their lineup and have a good idea of what they do.
And what is that? What do they do?
They swing it well. I mean, I think everybody's seen that the past couple of weeks. They're a good team, solid from 1 to 9, and well-rounded throughout that lineup. So it's a good challenge for us.
Okay, over here.
Hey guys, this is for Connor, Courtney Mims from Pig Trail Nation. You know, Alex Williams from Stanford made a comment in the press conference, you know, that's going a little bit crazy on social media that, you know, he thinks their offense is better than yours. You know, I saw you like a few tweets to that. How do you feel about that statement?
I think you can say whatever you want. I mean, I think everybody should be confident in themselves, and I got the same confidence with my guys, the batters and our fielders, so I guess we'll find out.
Okay. Who you got? Okay, here.
Bart Garland, CWS 247. This is for Michael and Cayden. You guys know you're facing Alex Williams tomorrow, getting after that, and then they got a great bullpen. Is this like one pitch at a time approach? How are we attacking that kind of pitching that you guys are going to see?
Yeah, one pitch at a time. I mean, we know the challenge that we got into, and we're just excited to be here. And Coach has been saying it for a while now. It's just about us, so we're focused on us and putting together a strong game.
Cayden.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, just like he says, one pitch at a time, and we're not looking past anything else. You know, we're just focused on the first game and just going to go out there and do our thing.
Okay, Howard.
Howard Borden, Omaha, KOBM. Dave, congratulations, Coach. Good to see you. For Connor, Michael, and Cayden, looking back from fall ball to sitting up here on the dais right now, what have you learned about your team, your teammates, the style of Arkansas baseball for this spring into summer, and reflect on the growth and the challenges that you had, and congratulations for being here, and best of luck.
Connor, you start.
Yeah, I think, you know, I knew we were tough the whole year. It's just sometimes you have to wait for an opportunity to prove it. And I think that the last 2 weeks have given us an opportunity to prove it. And I've seen it, you know, here and there again. But it's really staying true this past 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And the team's really come together and playing a brand of baseball that Arkansas should be proud of.
Michael?
Yeah, I completely agree. We were saying all fall how good we thought this team was going to be, and I think we're starting to live up to that expectation a little bit. I think these past 2 or 3 weeks have been a good clicking time period for the team. I feel like we're starting to click on all cylinders, and it's a good time to do that.
Cayden.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with both of what they said. And, you know, ever since we stepped back on campus last fall, you know, we knew something was special with this team. And, you know, it just kind of like, this season went by very fast, and, you know, we just kind of proved them how tough we are, and we've worked really hard for, you know, to be that tough. And, you know, we've got really good guys in this team that will go to war for any of us, and got a really good fan base and coaching staff. And, you know, it's time since we're here.
Joe Menzer, ESPN, SEC Network. Could you guys just talk about the gauntlet of running through the SEC and how that's prepared you for this, and also just the fact that there are half the field as SEC teams?
I think that speaks volumes to it. I mean, there's 4 teams here from the SEC. You know, the West is loaded. Every week you have to bring it. So I think we've played a lot of these teams before, and you know, really gets you ready to jump into this kind of tournament where you might face those teams again. So I think we're ready and have a good sneak peek of what we're going to have to do.
Michael?
Yeah, I agree. The SEC is a very special league. I'm glad I got to be a part of it for my last year. So we got to experience some great competition all year, and I think it definitely prepared us for what we're about to see here.
Cayden.
Coming in last year out of high school, I knew the SEC was a special league, and it just kind of proved itself the past 2 years, you know, showing that there's 4 teams in it this year, and, you know, we've played them, obviously, and, you know, we're just excited to go out there, and we got to bring our best every day and just focus one game at a time.
Okay.
Jordan McAlpin with the Omaha World Herald. For all 3 of you guys, how much of a motivation did the way last season end serve for the group, and then what's it mean to be back on this stage?
I think it meant a lot to get back to this. I mean, obviously we all had the downfall last year that happened, and we were all sad about it. But it really motivated us this year, and we worked for it. And I think Coach talked about it all year. We got to do it for those guys that last year maybe didn't get the opportunity. And we had a lot of guys up here that haven't been to Omaha before, transfer guys, some guys that have been there 2 years. So to have that happen for them, I'm really excited for them, and I think we got a lot to prove still.
Michael?
Yeah, I agree. Just about every other question.
We're going to start the other way next time.
Yeah, so I would have never thought I'd be here 3 years ago, so I'm just grateful to be here. But watching the other teams when we were celebrating on their field, you can just see the heartbreak, and I'm sure they went through the same thing last year. So glad we were on the other end of that. But yeah, just grateful to be here. It's hard to get here.
Cayden?
Yeah, so last year we obviously got to watch North Carolina State dogpile on our field, and we just kind of took it into heart, and you got to forget about it at some point. So I mean, we just got to get back out there like we did this year and just worked, and we knew that we wanted to be the one dogpiling this year, and not just to get here either. We wanted to be, set ourselves up for the chance to win it. So I mean, that's just what we're focusing on now, and we use that motivation.
Over here.
Joe Healy with Baseball America. This is for Michael. You alluded to it a moment ago, coming in as a transfer to this group that had been together. So what was that acclimation process for you like to become, feel like you were fully a part of this program? And then what does it mean to you to have been such a big part of the puzzle to get this team here?
Oh, it was nice. I came in the fall. It was kind of a late deal where when I committed here, I just kind of hurried up and got a place to stay. But they welcomed me with open arms, from the team to the nutritionist to everyone. It was a super easy transition for me. And yeah, it's just special to be a part of a team like this. It's my last year of college baseball, so I'm more than happy to go out at Omaha for sure.
Okay. Tom?
If I could go in this order this time, Cayden, the standard that Davis set here with this program, I think maybe you guys expect to get to Omaha on a year-to-year basis. How did that play into your recruitment? I know you're an in-state kid, and if y'all could all kind of maybe, in the reason why you came to be able to play on this stage, and Connor, you've already been here, but just, the standard that Davis put up for this program.
Yeah, absolutely. We don't talk about it that much about coming here. It's just an expectation, and being recruited here, you just know that this is the goal. Like, you have a chance to come here every year. Like, that's just kind of like when you step on campus, like, that's what you're going to do. And Coach Van Horn has done an unbelievable job at taking almost every group to College World Series, and it's definitely just something like when you step on campus, it's going to happen, and you got to work for it and earn it, and teams got to be tough, but that's just the kind of teams that he produces.
Michael?
Yeah. Coach Van Horn is a really special guy, and if you know college baseball, Arkansas is going to be right there at the end of the postseason every year, making a run at the College World Series, and a lot of credit to him and our coaching staff. When I came in, like he said, we didn't talk about it much. It was just kind of expected, and I think that's a good standard to have. Don't talk about it, be about it. Kind of lived by that my whole life, so I think it was a good fit.
Connor?
Yeah, I completely agree. I think the standard is the same every day. You walk in the door, everybody knows what it is. You don't have to really talk about it, and that's what we do. We might have a new building there at the facility, but I think we're still a blue-collar group that gets in there every day and works. So that's the thing that Coach Van Horn has set down, and I think we've followed it well.
Okay, we'll have time for one more question for the student athletes. I'll do one. Okay, Tom? Quick.
You guys have been on the road for since the Alabama series. And I think maybe a certain bonding comes out of that. How much has that played into you being here right now, bonding on the road?
Cayden?
Yeah, absolutely. I've always enjoyed playing on the road. It's just something like we kind of set last year, is that we like to play on the road, and we're tough on the road, and it's definitely bonding time. We get to spend a lot of time on buses, and going to eat together and practicing together and working out together on the road, and it's definitely something special that, you get it at home too, but you really get it on the road. So I feel like that's definitely something that's kind of brought our chemistry together towards the end of the year too.
Yeah, I think camaraderie and chemistry is big, especially when you get towards the end of the season. We mentioned it before, but we're all just playing for each other right now. We've been saying it for a while that it's all about us, and yeah, we're just focused on the task ahead for sure.
I think the same thing. You get to learn a lot about the guys. You get closer to everybody, and you kind of learn their backstory more. So as you get deeper in the season, everybody's gelling together really well. And we went and watched that new Top Gun movie, so I think that really got us motivated to play on a big stage and really got our minds right.
Partners at BetOnline continue to be the #1 source for all your betting needs and sports info. Find all the latest sports developments, including updated odds on the NBA playoffs, fights, and even next season's futures. And don't forget that the MLB is back as well. Who are you picking to win the World Series? BetOnline is your continued source for all your sports wagering needs, including live betting and your favorite Vegas casino and poker games. It's super easy to get started, so head to the website today or use your mobile device to join and use our promo code BELIEVE, that's BLEAV, to receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Bet online, where the game starts.